Welcome to another episode of Out from the Horrorbox. I'm your updating host, Dom, and in this episode we're just going to kind of chillax, relax. I'm going to talk about some updates about the podcast, about life and stuff, and then we're also going to get into some trailers that I watched and stuff, just kind of whatever, just to, I got to get something out, and I'm still working on some episodes, and it's just like we'll get into it, guys. We'll get into it. But for now, hopefully you guys have had a good start to your year. We've had 2 episodes out already. I'm going to get another one out for next week and then just going forward. But let's jump right in. Thank you guys for bearing with me and taking the time to just not have some episodes for a while. January is kind of my month to regroup, especially because there's not too much coming out. February kind of feels kind of the same way. I needed to start getting things out, but just my schedule changed too again. It's a little bit better now, but then also just anyone out there who does play this. I started getting into Magic, the Gathering, the card game, and I've been getting into it a lot. And if there's anyone out there who does play and they listen to this, let me know. Hit me up. If you live in Arizona, especially the East Valley, or even if you're in just the metro area, let me know. We can play Magic. We can get together and play some Magic. I play at a shop called Gamers Outpost. It's in East Mesa, off of Val Vista. So if you want to come stop by there, I know it's kind of far from where I am. We got a lot of friends that go there, and we know the manager there, and he's pretty cool. So if you do want to go somewhere that's got a lot of cool people, come in there. But yeah, besides that too, like you said, my schedule's changed at work, and so it's kind of thrown everything off to how I would normally write. So I'm trying to adjust everything back, and then it's just the adjustment part is the hard part. Getting things to reliably fall on this, to do that, to make sure I have this caught up, make sure I have this written, make sure I have that ready to go. And it's just been kind of hard to I only get so much hours in the day to do this, to do something recreational, play, have a hobby, playing Magic or playing a video game or whatever. And then just there's also days where I'm I need to just relax from today's work, because today, Sunday is our busy day, so it's kind of it's a little exhausting, and I just I'm recording this really later than I should have, but it just by the time when I get home, you just start to relax, and it's just I don't know. Sometimes you fall asleep too, and it's just from working all day. But tomorrow and Tuesday should be easier days for me, so that's when I will hopefully try and write some more. And then my new days off are Wednesday, Thursdays. Also, another thing that kind of delayed some stuff recording. I've been helping my friend. He's doing he's a rapper here in Arizona. His name is Elijah Young. So if you want to look him up, he's native Arizonan, but also like Native American. Um, he's pretty good. He's got one album out, an EP maybe. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a full album. I don't think it's an EP, but it could be. But I don't think it is. Um, he was pretty active a while back. He put it out in 2019, but I don't know if he's been working on anything since then. So I don't know. I got to talk to him about it. But just recently, we shot a music video for one of his older songs, and it's pretty good. I'm gonna put it up on my personal YouTube, but also onto this channel's YouTube, so you guys can watch it. Let me know what you guys think. But we're also gonna start. But I'm getting paid to do this, so it's either like, do I work on podcast? Like I don't mean work on the I mean, I'm always going to be working on the podcast, guys. But it's just like, do I kind of set that aside to work on something I'm going to get paid for? I'm sorry, but I have to, because I need money a little bit more than like, it's something that's guaranteed money. Like, I don't know how many people listen to this. And I've been going for years, and it's just kind of hard when you still haven't built like an audience, and there's not people coming in, donating, giving money or anything like that. That's why I haven't tried to do a Patreon yet or anything like that. I've only done the coffee thing, and I don't even think I get anything from that. But I mean, hopefully, eventually, maybe someday, somebody will listen and be like, "Yeah, let me donate some money." And when that day comes and you guys start donating, I'm not saying you have to. I never would ask you guys to do that if you can't, or even if you could. Like, it's only if you feel like you really 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 want to. I never want to beg or anything for anything. And I never want to take like ad money or anything like that either, unless it's for something I know like personally, and that's why I would like shout them out on here or something. Like, it's going to a specifically good, like, and it's not just some horrible evil corporation that's just gonna get more tax breaks and hoard their money and wealth while they exploit everybody's labor. I'm not gonna do that, guys. So I try and keep it as free as I can. That's why everything. That's why I haven't done Patreon yet. Like, I would never put like a paywall to any episode. That's why I can't think of anything to do. Like, I would never want to do that to you guys. I would never want to like keep media from you. I would never want to keep anything from you behind like a paywall, unless like it was something very very like particular or done to but like that would be, I don't even know what that would be. It would have to be like the very rarest of rare to do that. But beyond that, yeah, so that's another reason why too. Some things have been taking a little bit longer to get like some episodes done. I was working on that as well, and then like you're working on this stuff, and then you're working your normal job, and then you come home. You only have like so many hours, because I do get up pretty early to go to work. I do come home pretty early in the day, but it's not as early as I wish it could be. Especially when, like I said, I come home and like even if I were to just like take a nap, that's leading into like the evening, and I just feel like I just don't have enough time to like do everything I would like to do. And then like I have a life too, guys. Like if I have family who comes, like they come up or they come in, and so I'm like, I have other things to do sometimes, but the good thing is I will be taking 2 weeks off, not from here, from my actual job, for my birthday in March, and so I will have time to. I will be able to get caught up on everything, and we'll get, hopefully, I know I always say this, and I always end up not being able to do it, but hopefully I'll get like maybe like 2 or 3 episodes ahead, and then the one that I'm working on will be like weeks ahead, so then if anything does happen, I can, like, I'll be ahead of everything. But who knows, it never usually pans out that way. Time flies just so fast a lot of the time, and it just irks me that, like, I can never get things done the way I want to get them done and planned. But I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. So let's just move on to some trailers that have come out recently, and I'll talk about those, and then we'll wrap everything up. Okay, the first trailer I'm going to talk about is Faces of Death.
Now it is time to witness the many faces of death.
Come on. I dare you.
Honestly, I can't really tell what this movie is going to be from the trailer. I feel like it could just be like a copy of VHS, which kind of sucks because Faces of Death obviously came out before, the original one came out before VHS, and obviously was like the original VHS, I guess, if you think about it. Whatever, but it kind of seems like that might be what it might be, but at the same time, I can't really tell because it looks like Barbie Ferreira, I don't know how to say her last name. She's gonna be like playing a tape, and it's gonna have the Faces of Death content on it. I don't know. I couldn't really tell. I can't really tell what this is going to be. It's very vague, and I think they're doing that on purpose. Because who knows? It could from this, it could be good. It could be bad. Honestly, I can't really tell right now from this. If you guys know or think you have an understanding of what it's going to be, I'd love to know, because I love to hear everybody's opinions. But it just from what I've seen from this, it looks like it could be like she gets caught up in something also with the tape, but like it could be like a All Hallows Eve too, where like they're watching the tape and then it connects back to the wraparound story. I don't know. It could go many different ways, honestly, or it could be something different, but more of like maybe like The Ring kind of thing. But I don't know how else you would do Faces of Death as a movie. To be honest. Next up, we got In a Violent Nature 2.
Got your eye on any of these girls around here?
What the?
I saw Johnny.
If this is a prank, you need to tell me.
He's gotta go now.
So it looks like the guys or girls or whoever, creators of In a Violent Nature, had a good idea for a sequel, or maybe someone else did. I don't know. All we know is, or well, not all we know. I mean, obviously we know that it is the people who made the first one are coming back. But what we know of now for the film is that Johnny is back and he's going to be up to his shenanigans again, where we're gonna get to see it from his point of view. While he kills, I guess, like a camp, like people at a camp this time, instead of just some people going out to like a cottage in the woods type of thing. It's going to be at a summer camp. So we're going to get more of like that, like Friday the 13th kind of feel. And it looks like it's going to be gorier, obviously has a bigger budget. And I know a lot of the budget on the first film was spent on doing the crazy, like, hook through the stomach and pulling her head through. That was awesome. Probably one of my favorite, like, kills of all time. That's, like, crazy. Like, they pulled that off. That's why I can't wait to see what they do this time. And then we do get to see there's going to be, like, a lake. And we've seen what happens last time when he was in a lake. He literally just walked through the lake. That was crazy. That he just literally walked straight through the lake, and then he killed the girls, or the one girl. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was just the one girl because the other girl left. But from this, I'm ready for In a Violent Nature 2. Like, the first one was amazing. This one looks like it's going to be pretty good. Hopefully they're able to top what they did last time. I don't know what they're going to do, but man, even if they, I don't know, like, just give us more gore, more, even, like, I mean, you don't even have to expand the backstory. The backstory was pretty good from the first one. Maybe the only thing I could think of is maybe like the final girl from that one comes back or something. That's what I could see might happening. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be pretty good, guys. Next up, we got 2 from A24. First, we're going to start off with The Backrooms. Now, if you don't know anything about The Backrooms, I'll get into it, but let's listen to that trailer.
I found something.
Okay. What did you find?
Found a place. It's massive in there. It just goes on and on and on. All these rooms. This place built, though. Actually, more like it remembers them. And the more times it remembers something, the less it does.
So, The Backrooms, if you don't really know anything about it, it started on the internet. It was from a 2019 4chan thread. It's basically just like liminal space kind of horror where like it evolved into being like creepypasta, analog horror, anything that's like very liminal space, that just kind of is like not part of the Backrooms, but is like we can throw it into like that, like liminal horror type of thing where, there's just like empty buildings, empty spaces, like these buildings that just go on forever and ever and ever. And it's like usually portrayed as an impossibly large, extra dimensional expanse. It's success by exiting or no clipping out of reality. Like, so no clipping is comes from video games when you're able to clip out of bounds and you can see what's beyond like the bounds of like the video game into the world beyond, which usually is just like and expands the game, the end, like where it all sits in. And so like with this, that kind of brought out that concept of like, what if you could no clip out of reality, right? And what's beyond our space of what you could see here in this plane, right? And that evolved into the early 22 on YouTube. YouTuber Kane Parsons started a series of Backrooms short films on YouTube, and that went viral, and just kind of just ignited a bunch of like Backrooms content, and that led to Parsons directing a film adaptation of his series for A24. That's what we're getting, and it honestly sounds pretty good. But I mean, I really like that idea of like the Backrooms, but I just don't know exactly how you're going to like go, like what it's going to evolve into. Like what is the movie going to be about? Like I get like clipping into right this place, and you're exploring it, and then like what they start, like discovering creatures, discovering things, because I know that there's supposed to be like something like in that world, in that space where because you can hear it coming towards you and stuff, and I don't know, it like I said, it sounds really cool, it sounds really good, but I'm gonna have to watch it, so I'm gonna be very wary of it for now, but hey, it's got let me just double check. I don't want to miss any. Okay, Chiwetel Ejiofor is going to be in it. He's a really good actor. Renee Riensu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing. Yeah, because he thinks it's Riensu. Mark Duplass. He's a really good actor. Finn Bennett, Lakita Maxwell, Avan Yogla. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, it sounds like it could be good. It could be bad. It's coming out in May. But, I mean, it's produced by James Wan. So, obviously, James Wan saw something in it when he directed it and brought the script, right? And they obviously were like, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good thing. Or it could be, wow, you really missed it with this. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to be just kind of wary of it, but it is A24, so it could be really good. I don't think there's a bad A24 movie, so we'll just have to wait and see. And the second A24 and the last one we're going to talk about is Undertone, and let's listen to that.
Do you hear something? Welcome to the Undertone podcast, where we talk about all things creepy. I'm your in-house skeptic, Evie Babbage, and my believer co-host says he has a real treat for us today.
We're listening to 10 mysterious audio recordings from an anonymous email.
Oh my God. Are you implying there's hidden messages in it?
Let me play it back in reverse.
Play the next one. Let's find out.
What is that? Where is that coming from?
Sing it good and loud.
We should stop listening.
What if we unleashed something?
called out to her. It's what she wants.
So this looks pretty good. Besides like the back room, which just kind of just gave us just like a look, like as it like transitioned to different stages of and different levels in the back rooms. You know, this actually gave us something, gave us a character, gave us some hint at what, like, obviously them playing this for their podcast. You know, the sounds is gonna bring something forth and bring something to them, and it sounds like it could be like a really good. It looks like a really good concept, like this idea of just like you're hearing these sounds and these things, and they're creepy on themselves, but then things around you start to become creepy and spooky, and lights start turning on, turning off, and then just like imagine sitting there in the dark and you're listening to something say like, "I like it in the dark," and it's just like, ugh, God, ooh. It kind of gives me a vibe of like a Skinamarink kind of thing, where it's going to be more the atmosphere of the film. And I loved the Skinamarink. I thought it does drag a little bit, but I think to me that atmosphere of that feeling, that vibe of just like uncomfortability, I think the way I love to explain it is like when I was a kid and if I fell asleep in my parents' bed when I was like a really little kid, and I fell asleep there, and my mom like would go take my dad to work, right, and like she would leave like the hall light on, so like I'd wake up and they'd be gone, and there'd be a light, and it gives like this weird feeling of like, where did they go? Why are they gone? What happened to everybody? Like you get this, like that's what Skinamarink, that's what it evoked in me, like this kind of like, and I kind of get that same vibe from this, maybe not exactly the same, but something similar to that, adjacent to it, and yeah, so. It looks looking pretty good. So hopefully it is pretty good. I mean, A20, like I said, A24. I don't know if there's ever been a bad A24 movie. But with that, guys, what do you guys think about me having to miss like a few days? Do you guys hate it? What do you guys think about these trailers? Which one was your favorite? I think maybe A Violent Nature 2 was mine. Do you have any personal or fictional, paranormal, supernatural, or unexplainable stories? We'd love to read them on the podcast. Please send your stories, recommendations, or anything else to horrorboxpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to show more support, you can follow our socials on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, or check out our YouTube channel, all at HorrorboxPodcast on all sites. Also, you can buy me a coffee at coffee.com/horrorboxpodcast. It really helps out. Until next time, guys, I'll keep you updated. This is Dom, signing off from the Horrorbox.